Sis, that framed record on your wall, those old Vibe magazines on your table, and that hip-hop flyer or poster that you've had up for years. Believe it or not, that music paraphernalia might actually be worth money. Yep, your everyday black decor might be more valuable than you think. So go ahead and click that like button so YouTube knows that this is the decor you've been waiting for. And with that, let's get started. Hey family, welcome back to Mommy Room Redo, the channel that celebrates our homes, our culture, and our creativity, one soulful space at a time. In this video, I'm breaking down music-inspired black decor you might already own, what collectors are actually looking for, how much some of these pieces are going for, and key signs that what you have is worth keeping. Let's start with those vinyls. Not just any vinyl, first pressings, especially artists like Prince. Collectors are looking for original pressings, specific label details, and condition. And depending on the rarity, some of these records have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So if you've got albums styled as decor, you might want to take a second look. Now this right here, a lot of people don't even realize what they're looking at. Those old hip-hop flyers. I'm talking early party flyers, club promotions, Bronx events, the beginnings of hip-hop culture. These weren't mass-produced, and collectors look for original prints, early artist names, and authentic aging. And some of these flyers have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars because they capture a moment in history. And this is the part a lot of people miss. This stuff wasn't saved on purpose. Folks just have it hanging around. And that's exactly why it's valuable now. Now let's talk about something that feels a little more elevated, but it's still very much a part of our culture. Jazz concert posters. I'm talking Miles Davis, John Coltrane. But what makes these valuable isn't just who's on the poster, it's when and where. Collectors look for original concert prints, specific venues, and older paper with natural wear because these weren't meant to last. They were made for just one night and then tossed. So when one is still around today, perhaps framed in your home, some of these have sold for hundreds to thousands of dollars. And most people don't know the value of this decor. All right. So this is where it gets interesting because value isn't always about big names. It's in the rare ones. Those 45s, those small records that your parents or grandparents had, especially in the soul, funk, and early R&B categories. That's where collectors are looking for the obscure artists, limited pressings, and regional releases. Not necessarily the big stars, but the hardest records to find. Some of these have sold for $50, $100, or even several $100s each. And people have entire boxes of these, not realizing that they could be sitting on money. And finally, those magazines sitting on your table or stacked somewhere in your home. I'm talking Vibe, The Source, and XXL. Especially older issues featuring major artists early in their careers. Collectors look for iconic covers, first appearances, and special editions. Some of these have sold for $50, even a few $100 depending on the issue and the condition. So that stack might be more than just something to flip through. It might be worth some money. Now I have to know, what's sitting in your house right now? A record, some 45s, old magazines, a flyer that you didn't think twice about? Well, drop it below in the comments because you might have something valuable. Quick temperature check. I just want to make sure you're good. If this is your kind of conversation, I want to invite you to a deeper connection by joining the Redo Room right here on YouTube. This is Black Decor with intention and meaning. To join, just click the join button next to subscribe on this video. If you're watching on your phone, tap join right under the video title. Everything happens right here on YouTube. As a Redo Room Essentials member, you'll get early access to videos, member-only posts, and behind-the-scenes moments. And if you upgrade to Redo Room Prime, you'll get monthly Black Decor hit lists, deeper dives, and content I don't share publicly. No pressure, just an option. Before we close, I want to leave you with a soft life moment. Sis, we're so used to thinking value comes from what we go out and buy that we forget to look at what we've already curated, because that record, that flyer, that piece you've had for years, it's not just decor, it's culture, it's history, and in some cases, it's valuable. So today, we looked at something simple, music-inspired Black decor. The pieces already in your home, already styled, already part of your everyday life that could actually be worth money. From vinyl to hip-hop flyers to jazz posters to those 45s sitting in a box and even the magazines on your table. Those aren't just things, they're moments, and sometimes they're worth more than you realize. And that right there is a whole different kind of luxury. Thanks for hanging out with me today, family. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss the next soulful, inspirational moment right here on Mommy Room Redo.